So yeah, we're gonna lose Twisted. It's a shame, because I'm not gonna get Twisted. Like, the comedy is like, oh, Minimorph is actually a really good steal. If they hadn't have given me sunk cost, I actually really would have loved to have chosen this, because it's been a while since I've used Twisted Fate in Expedition. And so I actually would have liked to have experimented with Twisted Fate again, but I mean, giving me a dead card like this is not exactly the best. We could try to see if we can make Tree Man work. He does require, like, very specific cards, and it depends obviously who the second champ is. I know that I could take Teemo, but I have literally won several games with Teemo. Like, I have won several games with Teemo in Expedition. I want to move away from using Teemo. He's like, Teemo's easy mode. Like, Puff Caps and Shrooms is just easy mode to me. Let's go, Tree Man. Tree Man. See, look, why couldn't this... If this was offered to me when I was given Twisted Fate, I would have actually seriously considered it. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna take this more so because I'm gonna hope that it opens more Bilgewater stuff up to me, which means that, like, there's potentially, like, Shadow Isles Bilgewater toss cards and such. Like, I'm gonna take this for the hopes that it gives me, like, cards which are gonna help between those two things. So I could take the toss free, but appeal for, like, you know what? This is who I've become. This is who I am now. It's a good, these are good solid combat tricks. Good solid combat tricks, but it's not really helping with Malphite. I'm gonna take the kegs, because the kegs dying still count towards him. So I could have taken Warden's Prey, because Warden's Prey actually would have given me more things to it. Do I take Pesky Spectre for banter's sake? There's really no reason I should take Pesky Spectre, but I'm going to take the Black Market Merchant. So I'm kind of a weird Nab deck. Nab deck, which is also trying to remove everything that they've got. Now, Glimpse actually would be a really good card, but I want to take Rekindler. Rekindler in Expedition is potentially too good not to take. I need to, you know what I need? I need some sea monsters. That's what I need. I need some sea monsters, please. So if you could please find your way to give me some sea monsters, I would be very, very happy. I take the Vile Feast and that state of affairs. Just current. I mean, these are not really helping me out. Vulnerable Maker is nice. These are not really helping me out as much as I need them to. This could help in terms of some of the nab package that we have. We might end up squeezing out the death part of this deck. We might just end up going down a nab and, like, changing out Maokai at the end. Like, as much as I love him and actually really wanted to go down that route, I'm not being given many sea monsters, so I'm getting more things which are going to help with, yeah, I'm actually just going to go down a more nabby package now. Like, this would have been a very good one to get, but when I'm at, like, 13 out of, like, I have to, like, go for the champion that this is really going to help out, and the champion that's really going to get helped out is Twisted. So, speaking of Twisted, I've got to focus more on that side of things. Absorb Soul just for that unexpected heal. Mask Mother. Black Spear's a good move, but make it rain to be able to activate some of these nab cards. Also activates these. Yeah. Like, we started, I actually really wanted to go for a Tree Man deck and ended up building a Twisted Fate deck because Twisted Fate was the one I wanted initially, but the cards that came with him were not as good. Slowly but surely we started to build something up. Black Spear is a good counter move, but I do feel like I'm going to take this. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to slowly but surely get rid of the cards that aren't helping me out as much. I'm gonna have loads of parlays. On the plus side, I have all the parlays. Yeah. I mean, admittedly, there's a lot of cards they could have that could kill Twisted. But, hello there! That's sure you are in the chat. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm in no big rush to throw down a 2-2 who could be a 3-3.
I need just a moment.
Swing of hitting this down, then going into a 3-3. Not a bad change up. Immediately go forward into my opponent. Come on, black market merchant. Much upset. Could go for this. There's no guarantee, especially against the deck that I'm up against. There's no guarantee that I can level Twisted. I can still go for the attempt, but there's no guarantee. Potentially, actually, even this going into a vile feast. Now, I can leave this. I might have regretted it. I can leave this to see if we can go into Twisted Fate. Red card if they develop.
Smoke and mirrors.
Force my hand. I could actually still just Twisted Fate yellow card, but I'll go like this. There is potentially single combat and strike spells that could come out. I know this, but I'll go for the attempt. I do have the Rekindler. I do have a Rekindler, which is what makes me like I'm happy with this choice. If worst comes to the worst, Rekindler. Oh, yes, and so it begins. and so it begins. Okay. Now, I was gonna go for the open. I feel a little bit less sure about the open now, so I'd rather take. Ask how much. I've got issues in here where Twisted can very easily die. I need to hope I find something. A barrier, tough, whirling death. I need to find something which can get Twisted through this next bit. I mean, admittedly, listen, I've always got the ability to such a bold move taken from your core at this stage in the game.
I never disclose my sources.
It's okay. Shh. Okay. We'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry, sweet prince. Don't worry, my boy. You're my boy, Twist. You're my boy.
Flavor and spice.
Okay, I can't use this anyway. Like right now, I'd rather. Like my boy's gonna get himself through it. You're my boy. You're my boy. Diddly doo. I mean, I could sacrifice Black Market Merchant at this stage. They potentially could get killed next turn anyway by the Vanguard, so why am I with? So I'm gonna do it. I might end up regretting this. Toughness all round. They throw down what's it? The 1 mana spell, which just gives everyone tough. Could happen.
Taste the glory.
Everyone's got tough. Diddly doo. Okay. Don't worry, Twisted. Don't worry. Just live. Live. Yes, Twisted. Yes. Now, admittedly, there are a number of buffs that they could have. A number of buffs that they could have which get them through this. A number of spells which could still kill Twisted. That's one of them. Well, we did what we could for you, buddy. We did what we could. I can still bring Twisted back next turn. Bearing in mind that we've got a bunch of fearsome units and my opponent can't defend fearsome, the immediate open actually might be their death. Immediate open, like, Twisted was who we wanted, but it's not who we needed. Could have actually developed. Like, could have gone into this. Ooh. Forcing out quite a substantial buff. Happy to do so. Free Kindler just to bring him back. Don't worry, Twisted. We can bring you back. Better than you were before. Better, stronger, faster. I'm glad that I still went for that to get them down to 2. Oh, like, sword. I've got so many parlays. Okay. Potentially, pick a card might find me lethal. I've got so many parlays in my deck. I've got barrel makers. Barrel makers again could cause lethal off of parlay. Like, I feel like I'm in a relatively okay spot. I'm okay to accept that.
Stacking the odds.
Like, Twisted might die, but he was weirdly the not necessarily the main linchpin of this deck. So we now just immediately go, yes, everything I need. We immediately go forward because we're gonna force them to use up all their resources to try and save themselves here. I mean, there are still moves they could have, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. There are still moves they can have that can actually get them round this situation. All I've got to do now is hope that there's no form of healing. Because healing actually would be devastating for me. Okay, I wish I could, like, it's too bad these are both slow speed spells, so I can't, I can't, like, just throw both parlays onto the stack at the same point. Yeah, share the mode to my opponent, killing themselves. Sure, yeah, really well played. Get rid of this. Ah, my boy. It's my boy. I really want an option to trade you away at some point. If I could trade you for a gangplank, I would actually be very happy. The deck is starting to, like, turn into a deck which could really, like, it's nab, but it could also, like, the Nexus damage thing. Like, I could very much take losing you for a gangplank. Do I just want to... I was thinking to myself, do I just want to pass? But potentially with a nip, like, I need to go fast against the deck that I'm against. I was going to consider... Ooh, I'm so glad I top deck Warning Shot. Now that's a top deck. Like, what I was going to consider was like a turn 1 pass, turn 2 parlay to core followed by double jagged. Warning Shot allows me to throw down the double. And true, fairly early and there's so much it wants to parlay. There's so much of it that wants to parlay that, but I'm not. I mean, I can parlay it now. Potential I mean, Troll Chant. Troll Chant is a thing. Okay? I know it, you know it, we all know that Troll Chant's a thing. Avalanche. That's fine. These guys stay alive, but not only do they stay alive, they're joined by their brother. And we get a free of Jaggeds. The Jagged boys are back in town. Why? I'm sorry, Soraka. I'm sorry. But the Jagged boys are back in town. Guess he just got back today. Those Jagged boys that have been away. I mean, do I want to just make a really big Jagged boy? Well, I could stun. Or I could, like, I'm going to go draw. Draw is actually going to be an essential part of what I need. I could have done damage to their core. I could have done, like, what? God damn, these Bayou branches! Potential Ice Shard. They could have another Ice Shard as, a thing. But I kind of have to go forward with everything. I mean, god damn, these Bayou branches. I expect potential freeze, or Ice Shard takes out both of these. But I have to go for the attempt. The attempt of lethal. Yeah, so they freeze. So a couple of freezes, that's fine. I still get them down. We know that we've got a lot of parlays in this deck, and we know that we've got a lot of, what's his face, like, barrel makers in this deck. I've got a lot of Bayou branches in this deck as well, so Oh, that's potential lethal.
We fight for one Freljord.
Freljord's not got many attack spells, has it? Like, not many. Like, other than. Right. Other than Ice Shard, which only does 1 damage, which means that if I target one of these guys, I have to target Twisted. If I target Twisted, that's fine. If they Ice Shard, they could have killed, like, who my target was. Shadow Mode to my opponent. I'm forced into targeting Twisted there. The Shadow Mode to my opponent. I always keep Twisted. Like, the comedy is, like, I probably should not be keeping Twisted in some of these situations. Especially against Darkness. Twisted dies to Darkness very quickly. Like, even on its first form. You must know me, little one. You must. Not actually a bad start. Double jagged. 1, 2, jagged's coming for you. Okay. Immediately go forward, Black Market Merchant. Like, they can block. Oh, I mean. Yes. Oh, the jaggeds. 3, 4 jaggeds at your door. We're gonna do the nab. Oh, that is not a bad card to nab, you know. Additional draw for Twisted. Okay, I mean, some people say you gotta love an aggressive start. Now the question is whether or not they would actually go for killing the Black Market Merchant here, which if they do, that's fine, because I then throw down Twisted. They might have Senna in hand or something like. There might be a legitimate reason why they do that. I mean, I'm actually gonna go for the draw. I can't kill Vega. I could actually get Vega to the point where he would trade into a death, which might not be the worst, because he might trade with the knowledge that he's still going to survive. So getting him down to the point where he will trade into death is not a bad decision to make. Means I could technically go forward with everyone, including Twisted. Potential Purple Berry. Like, Purple Berry is like the one thing that I have to consider as being an issue, but I just want to get them. Like, this is just going super aggression. Hello, welcome to the super aggression game. Okay. Please tell me I nab like a vengeance or something. Speaks for it. I mean, oh my god. Like, it's like all the draws, but if only I could have got this down by 2 less, so that this. I mean, how close is he? Like, he's still years away. I mean, so close. It's like there, but not there. Okay. I mean, the comedy is like they've still got very low health. They kill. I mean, I guess they grabbed Twisted because, yeah, it makes sense. Kind of. Is there anything in my deck that would actually help? I mean, use these two just to kill the little man on the back line. It's the fact that it's literally like so close. Oh, it's a little bit upsetting that we didn't get him to what we needed to. Okay. Vile Feast into a parlor. Actually, I guess like we could have actually gone. We could have actually killed Big Boy. Okay. I just want to kill the one who is making the Darkness go up in damage. Because they're running 2 Darkness champions. Not my boy! But no, they're running 2 Darkness champions. I do have a big issue coming in off of this man. Okay. If I go forward, they block everyone apart from the spider. I could go for an attempt of draw. If I had enough space to throw down you and get the hook.
For the wicked,
Yep,
for
so
the
Senna
dead,
comes down.
I bring rest.
Give them room to spread.
Bit of an upset that I lose you. This gives them like, so they might, there we go. So now I've at least got hidden pathways active. Oof.
Turn it against them.
Life starts small.
They're starting to get to the point where this is actually a very high potential that they level. If I go forward, it's one of those things, right, where it's like, do I go forward with everything just so that I get that little nab, even though I'll be doing 1 damage to them, to get that little bit of nab? It would also mean they activate this man. I feel like I'll wait. I'll wait. Might end up regretting that wait. I'm not gonna wait. The darkness has cometh! Okay. No, they're definitely gonna level up him. Like, definitely. 100% level. They're probably gonna throw down darkness on top of... Actually, no, because as long as I block him right. Just need to survive.
Keep your distance.
Okay, so they're going to be leveling. I would have loved to have used this with Twisted. Now that's a thing. That's a thing. Kill an ally to deal 3 damage. Darkness is doing 4 damage though. So I kind of need them to use that darkness now. Okay, I kind of need them to use that darkness now. Thank you. I'm actually, well, crap. When they're attacking forward, they're going to get another one anyway, aren't they? Or do they? No, sorry, that was just... Don't worry, ignore me. Ignore me! Right. This will take precision. Precision aiming! Vile, keg, and parlay. I actually want to see what they've got. That's not what I want to see. That is not what I want to see. I should have just gone for the Astral Fox.
Bounty Ball knows me name.
See, because now they're not gonna. I mean, actually, what am I talking about? This does 3 damage anyway. Why am I going about this in probably one of the most weirdest ways? I say that it's because they kill the unit that I'm trying to kill. With this. So if I go for trying to kill you... I'm probably going to end up regretting this, because basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to force them to kill this unit. Which means that I can parlay, but I'd only be parlaying for free. Parlay face first? No, this is the reason why, like, because the 3 damage, which is, we need to force this darkness to go, so they're doing it on top of the keg. That is actually the worst mistake they could have done. What they should have done is they should have killed, because this works, kill an ally unit to do 3 damage. Literally, what they should have actually done is target the toad, because what would have happened is that would have stopped the 3 damage which was happening. It would still mean that I would be able to do 3 damage to their core with parlay, because obviously that would mean if they killed this, the kegs would have stayed alive, which would have meant that we still had, like, you know, the kegs. Like, actually, they targeted the wrong one. But that's what I needed to force them to do. Shadow mode to my opponent. Really well played. Yeah. Like, I had to force them to target the wrong one first in order to do this the way that it happened. But shadow mode to my opponent. Turn 1 counter to Teemo. Go on. Throw out your Teemo. Turn 1. Do it. Do it! I dare. It's gonna be the Puffcat Peddlers I'm gonna have to deal with. Throw out your Teemo turn one, you coward! Okay.
There's plenty of killing left.
Good defense. I feel like my opponent. I go forward immediately.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, my opponent blocks this time. My last opponent didn't block, and that was the mistake.
The sunbrock got me good.
I want to keep as many direct counters to Teemo as I can, but at the same point, I also do want to steal cards whenever I can. Ah, yes. I'll poison their... I mean, the problem is I don't want to poison their deck. If I get this card back, if I nab this card back, I don't want to. That's where the comedy of this card is. This is actually probably one of the worst cards to get because I put it back in their deck and then I don't want to nab it back because if I nab it back, I take the damage of the puff caps.
Have a mushroom.
Have free. Right. Make it rain, but then that means that gives them the option to play Teemo. Smart moves. Smart moves, I can see. I mean, I've got no Twisted Fate, but that's not going to stop me. It's not going to stop me from stealing cards while I can. Give me your cards! Give me all your traps and such! Oh, I mean, there's no point in playing Puffcat Peddler right now.
Without me.
If I can find all their Puffcat Peddlers... if I can find their Puffcat Peddlers and use them against them. So, I kind of want to throw you down with Puffcat Peddler.
I will rip the power from the desert.
I can wait. Okay. The comment is I don't actually want to put shrooms in their deck because if I'm stealing cards from them, the cards end up doing damage to me if I still like. This is such a weird thing that like I want to do it for banter's sake, but at the same point I don't want to do it. Oh, I'm so conflicted.
Oh,
I'm so conflicted.
All wumps, am I right?
Because I want to for banter, but also I don't want to. So it's a weird thing. Potentially Thermo Beam to kill my Puffcat Peddler, or like something to kill my Puffcat Peddler. I mean, sod it. I mean, if they're going to force me to draw, I've currently got no Puffcaps in my deck. So... if you want to force draw, go for it, mate. Okay. That is putting some Puffcaps in my deck. Not many, but some. Twisted Fate red card, but I don't really... It's just so weird. I don't want to... Like, there's certain things I don't want to kill. But at the same point, for banter's sake, I kind of feel like I have to. Is it weird that I now want to keep this alive because I'm forcing Puffcaps into their deck? I can actually force down the... I can force down the board and then replay a board. Like, try to force down some of their stuff and then replay a board of butchers and, like, get myself in an okay spot.
Beg your pardon?
I beg your pardon. Yep. Yep. It's such a weird thing. This is such a weird counter match. Because we're basically using their own strategy against them very well. Because the thing of it is, they've actually thrown down their draw cards when they really shouldn't have. Okay.
Let me get you that file.
I'm gonna throw down one of these first. there's Teemo. So I've got a parlay that I can use on top of Teemo. I kind of want to try to go for red card. To try and kill, like, to try and, if they've got a buff or a way around, I want them to use it now. Ah, my leg. really just hurt my leg there. I do apologize. Everything probably shuddered. Yeah. I mean, the annoyance is that's a continuous buff. Suit up actually is a continuous buff, but... Oh crap, it's only followers. That only counts with followers. Yeah, so Teemo is actually gonna, like, get some damage in on me. But I actually can't do anything about.
You started without me.
The problem is, do I just want to parlay their core? Just to force more shrooms in? No, I guess I could parlay their Puffcat Peddler. Actually, no, I'll Puffcat their Zaraf, because if I can hit him with Make It Rain, I can actually send their Peddler back into their deck. So their Peddler can go back into their deck and I can force them to draw. And slowly kill them. Okay, yeah, so they're going to force the Puffcaps in that they can. Is that another Teemo? No, wasn't though. But they have level Teemo. God damn, so that is another Teemo. There's the other Teemo. Huh. Yep. Okay. Send him back. So, just force more Puffcaps in. They are forcing Puffcaps into me. But if I draw from their deck rather than my deck, I can actually put Lost Riches into my deck just so that I'm putting cards which are not tainted into my deck and hope that I draw them. I probably won't because there's no way that's going to go to the top of my deck. But I can hope that it goes to the top of my deck. Twisted's going to be years away from leveling, of course. The only plus side I have here is that, like, at least I've not got a Puffcat Peddler on the board. Okay.
Let's get to it.
It's getting to the point now where I don't really want to nab. I really don't want to nab, so I don't mind this. I'm kind of thinking to myself, do I want to throw Puffcat Peddler in danger? With the knowledge that I might be able to get him out of it.
What's the motive?
I don't mind killing Twisted because I can actually resummon another Twisted if I really wanted to.
Bandle scouts are never afraid.
This is such a weird mirror match because like there's good things and bad things that I'm trying to make happen. If they get rid of a bunch of things, leaving only 2 units, then Make It Rain works really well here to kill that Teemo. Of course.
Keep all flammables on the trail. Burn out of town.
Thank fuck it hit Teemo. Okay. It's one Teemo down. Okay, a lot of shrooms. Okay, of course. God damn it. God damn you, Teemo, your abilities!
Grow free.
Okay, I've got a lot more shrooms in my deck, but I've got a bit more health. I've got a way of healing. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Yes, go and die. Slowly. Oh, crap. Is that enough to level her? I mean, they actually had not hit me with a single trap before this point. Okay, now they're going to hit me. Now they're going to hit me with some traps. Crap. This is probably going to be my death. This is probably going to be my death. I've got nothing I can really do counterplay-wise. I've got... Oh... I need a block which I can somehow kill. I need something that I can somehow, like, put into a block and kill, but I've got nothing that can make that happen. Because she's going to be doing 12 points of damage. Oh, it's the fact they're on 1. It's the fact they're on 1! Yeah, I could have thrown this down, but they're doing 12... Upon attack, they're doing 12 points of damage to me with her. So...
What's that you got there?
Sadly, yeah, I would need like a move which would mean I could do 1 damage to this. Like a Vile Feast would have actually saved me. Such a shame. Such a shame, but shout out to my opponent. We did what we could. Pick a card as a good draw card. We've already seen that my deck needs draw. Like, but I guess that is also draw. Facilitated by a elusive unit. I'm kind of willing to accept that one. Yeah. Make it range is too good of a tool. I like Vile Feast as well. Yeah, I feel like I'm okay with what I've got there. Ah, finally, I get the option to trade Tree Man, who literally doesn't really help out in the list for a Gangplank. It's very upsetting because there are actually a number of different cards. I would have loved to have done this swap. I would have actually considered this swap, but you know, I've got to take that. I've got to have it so both champions are on the same wavelength. It makes too much sense. I like the heals. Rekindler is just too valuable in this kind of thing, and yeah, I kind of also like Fox in this list. Although Stun is good, I do like Fox in this list. That is good value, but I don't know, Warding Shot is kind of needed. Yet again, Double Trouble can be nice, but I just like Vile Feast as a card. I could consider the Dragon. It does have a drain every single time when it goes. The Toad is giving me a little tiny bit of health slash some toss, which obviously doesn't work with anyone anymore, but it could work if we've got Lost Riches. It gets rid, like, I feel like actually maybe this is a good trade. It does have a good health stat. It is a good blocker. I will admit that the Thorny Toad is a good blocker. Just trying to think like how many units this is gonna go into. Because this is either go into my Nexus or go into a unit that's already on the board. Actually, I'm almost willing to keep Thorny Toad, in all honesty, over the Dragon. Dragon is good. It does have drain. Sorry, I'll take the Dragon and then regret every decision I've ever made. Darkness versus this. Kind of feel like I get rid of. I'm willing to keep Warding Shot, and I'm willing to keep my Black Market. I mean, I've got a lot of steel. Soon, my steel. I mean, I have got a lot of steel. A part of me just I guess it depends on how my opponent plays. I'm actually almost considering just going for pass. Warding Shot into this, into like. I wish I could have got 2 down. My selections speak for itself. This is not the aggressive start I normally get. Because obviously the aggressive start I normally get is a bunch of the Jagged Butchers. Okay. Scribe of Sorrows. There's probably other targets I should consider that could come, but... God damn you and your Vile Feasts! That's a lot of Vile Feasts they have there. Because obviously, we just stole one of them and then played so there's a lot of Vile Feasts. Their whole deck is Vile Feasts. I'm willing just to consider just, like, trading Spider for Spider. I'm okay with that. I could have actually kept that Spider on the board for the Dragon. I probably should have actually really considered that move. Okay. Sadly, there is nothing I can do about Vega right now.
If I've forgotten them.
No! I don't mind getting another Black Market Merchant out. So,
We'll make them
pay. So that I know that there's terrible things that I probably should have like considered waiting another turn, so I could have got some things working for me. I could have even just gone immediately forward. They wouldn't have blocked. Could have got a black market. I could have got double black market merchant out with pilfered goods. So loads of different things I could have considered there if I'd just gone for an immediate open. That's fine. It's sad. I assume they're gonna throw down Senna. I'm actually willing to accept that in the hopes that I find I've got parlay. Like I know that parlay and Twisted Fate. Like I might be able to remove Vega from there, but I'm scared. I'm cold and hungry, and there's rocks in my boots. Okay. So I could. So they're gonna be throwing down this on top of the dragon. It makes too much sense for them to do that. For them not to do that. I've got to go for trying to kill Vega. Admittedly, they could still have, like, what's his face, Miss Call, if they picked up Miss Call at some point. So, deck review! I will do it momentarily. Poro time! We'll do deck reviews in a moment, but this moment in time I'm in a battle for my life! Okay. I could consider... Yeah, they go for the dragon. They have to, really. So I could have considered Butcher, but okay, I've got a good draw card from them. I'm actually willing to almost I'm almost willing to sacrifice you with the knowledge that I've got another one. Okay. I'm just gonna go immediately forward. I want to pound the pressure so that I can still collect. A lot of my cards activate off of this, so we're gonna lose Twisted. But I'm gonna see how many cards I can steal from them and hope I steal the good cards. So yeah, we're gonna lose Twisted. It's a shame, because I'm not gonna get Twisted. Like, the comedy is like, oh, Minimorph is actually a really good steal. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to get him to the point of leveling, but... Consider playing you for 0. Throw you down. Can't even consider this. So I've got a Minimorph, which I feel secure with. I mean, they're about to level up Vega, so as long as I can stop them from being able to hit my core with darkness, I actually think I'm okay. Because all I've got to do is remove the man. They've already lost 1. They could have rekindlers. That's just a fact. But the fact that I can, yeah. So that's gonna be coming down, getting the level up. So I've got to basically either consider Monster Harpoon or this. I feel like I'm gonna mini-morph this one down. But I'll go for the mini-morph on that one. Wait for them to use their damage. I can't even consider, like, Astral Fox on top of this just to do some damage into their core and level up Gangplank.
I am in control.
Okay.
What's that you got there? Please, I have connections!
Gonna do this. It means I can throw Darkness down on top of this. So yeah, I can throw Darkness down on top of that. Does mean that I'm not throwing down this immediately. Like, if I throw down this, I can level up Gangplank, is what my mind is telling me. Does mean using a lot of mana. But I'd rather just remove this from the board at the moment. I'm gonna tell myself we can level Gangplank later. Okay, that's fine. Bit of a shame, but I'll accept it. But okay. I could like consider the draw. Okay. Astral Fox.
Your home is in the sky.
I know that there's a lot of different things that they could ping this off with, so I might end up regretting using the spider as the target. Okay, that's the level up on Gangplank. If I throw down Gangplank... So yeah, if I throw down Gangplank, that is my... I'm trying to work out whether or not they've got Senna or Vega in hand. So, if I throw down the Gangplank, it kind of locks me out of this. If they've got another Vega, it's more if they've got another Vega in hand. If they've got him, they could still do that and go to my core with Darkness. Throwing him down, though, it is a very aggressive, can go forward, gonna be doing 2 damage to everyone kind of move. Sod it! Sod it! I'm gonna go for the Billy Big Bollocks move! I definitely shouldn't. I should go like Jagged Butcher or something, because they're still in like Vengeance territory and like so many different things that can remove Gangplank at this moment. But sometimes you got to do the Billy Big Bollocks moves and hope for the best. Like Senna now comes down. If Senna comes down, they can't use the Darkness because it still costs 3, I believe, for them. I don't think that they've used anything which reduces the cost of the Darkness. So
I am here until I am no more.
they're gonna be killing. They're gonna be getting Gangplank basically close to death.
Into the light.
Gotta go for the big boy damage while I have the big boy damage. I'm willing to do this. Get them down to 4. So yeah, Darkness comes down. Doesn't kill Gangplank yet, but they can do a significant amount of damage to Gangplank. Okay. I'm okay with that. They're down to 4. I need to tell myself that we'll find ways to kill them. Hopefully, maybe. One day. Stalking Shadows. Give myself a little bit of draw. Hope that we find Parlay.
Elements find the living and the dead.
Okay. The question is... Crackshot Corsair. If I give myself 2 of those, I can slowly beat them down. So they're gonna go for Gangplank because they have to, right? I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass and regret because they have to use the Darkness on this turn. Yeah, they go for this. We go for killing there. I mean, you know what? I'm actually feeling because I throw down the Crackshot, can throw down my Jagged Butchers, and there's not too. I mean, I guess the Senna spell might actually be an issue.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
You must know me.
You must know me, little one! You must! But if I force my opponent to use all their mana on basically using that spell,
Stink of blood and sweat.
I'll be kind of happy with it. So I could develop this ephemeral one, but I could even throw down Make It Rain. But you know what? We go! We ride! Senna spell. I said, it's a Senna spell. Oh, we got 7 wins! 7 wins, people! Shout them out to my opponent! Yes! Oh, aggressive pirates are aggressive. Nab deck! We actually did it with a Nab deck, people. That's what I love to see. Against actually was not actually a bad Darkness deck in the end, what our opponent was running. So, honestly, good times. I'm very happy about this. I love the fact they allowed us to trade Tree Man. That's the main thing. The fact that I got to trade Tree Man for Gangplank was actually a big change. So thank you, Expedition, for letting me do that. Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.